The key thing is that in the 12 five-year plan, they are slowing down growth to 7.5%. But one thing that they're not slowing down, if you read the details of it, is that the retail business will go up 15%, at double the growth of the Chinese economy. But more importantly than that, okay, and it's an example of why China impacts the world so much more than other countries. People would say that, okay, China impacts the world is very clear because of the size, in terms of population at least. 1.3 billion people, of course it impacts the world. But that's not the real reason why China impacts the world that badly, okay, that much, because India is 1 billion, 1 billion 2, right? India doesn't impact the world like that. And you know why? The reason is because of the speed by which China can move. China is the kind of government that doesn't have the usual checks and balances and the usual, friction and other things, the economy that a lot of other governments have, Western or otherwise. As a result, they turn on a dime. They did this vote fast, on the way they're going to grow, just like that. Okay, and the impact on the rest of the world will be amazing. Let me give you one example which directly affects my business. One of the ways they're going to push up domestic consumption, which is their stated aim, the second engine for growth, the consumption market, the consumer market in China, is that one way they're doing it is by saying that, look, how do we do that? One way they're doing it is by saying that we're going to put money in the pockets of the workers, and they're going to increase minimum wage in this 5-year plan, this 12 five-year plan, 13% a year, every year for this 5 years. Never done before by any government, unprecedented. Think about it. Okay, which government has ever had the gumption to say that I'm going to increase minimum wage 13% a year, every year for 5 years? That means the wages will be 80% higher at the end of the plan than in the beginning. The US is talking about doing something with the minimum wage. They haven't touched the minimum wage for 9 years. And if they reset the minimum wage, they'll probably stay the same for another 10 years. See, that's the way China works, that's different. They are now forcing the pace. And of course, what that does is to make a lot of the industries that underlie Li Fung's trading business are the labor-intensive industries. And that's going to make that much more expensive, and therefore some of it, in fact, we predict a good amount of it will move out to other countries, whether it's Bangladesh, Vietnam, Cambodia, India, you name it. But that's the way China works. And in the next 30 years, what we're predicting is between 2009 and 2039, China will become the world's largest consumer market.